Hey guys, another week, another stock portfolio update video. Cheng Yu here. My TikTok video has been getting more views than usual. I know I've been documenting a lot of my short-term trading on TikTok, but this series is where I review my long-term stock portfolio. Yes, I do invest in long-term stocks. That's why I'm not worried about using part of my money to do short-term trading. So I started on 1st of September last year, 2020, with 5,000 SGD and have continued adding on money whenever I have extra cash aside to invest in more long-term stocks. So without further ado, let's review my long-term stock portfolio. Alright, as usual, we open the Yahoo Finance app. This is the app I use to track on my long-term stock portfolio. You can see that today is the 14th of February on a Sunday. And yes, let's check out the full portfolio. First off, you can see $23,800 invested. If you've been following me, you might be shocked at why my portfolio went up by so much. It's because I added another 15 Tesla stocks into my long-term portfolio. So it increased my portfolio value by close to another $10,000. I'll get onto it later. So as usual, let's take a look at the total gains. We are up $5,100 since investing on the 1st of September 2020. It is still around the same amount, just that the percentage got reduced significantly due to adding 15 Tesla stocks into my portfolio. So we're not going to see the 70% to 80% total gains like before in the previous stock portfolio update videos. So I'll go through every stock one by one, and let's start off with Tesla. In the column, you can see I own 26 Tesla shares right now. Previously, I only owned 11 shares. I've increased it by 15 shares this week. So here you can see that I increased my average cost of each share to $661.87. Actually, it's still not bad considering that each Tesla share is about $800 right now. And here is how you see dollar cost average in action, where I invested over 400 plus previously, 500, now I invested at $800, and it averages out to around $660 per share. So you can see in the column, total gains on Tesla so far is $4,000, and now it's only 23.31%, because after I average out my price per share, it went up to 600 plus, and 600 to 800 is only about 20% increase. It doesn't look much, but still, as you add on shares and the stock price increase, each share will still generate you more money than owning lesser shares. Okay, so let's take a look at Tesla performance for this week. Over here you can see Tesla was down 4% in a single week. Yes, and that is why I took the opportunity to add in so much Tesla shares. So I didn't just found $10 out of nowhere and could suddenly buy so much Tesla shares. In fact, I use CFD trading, which is short for contract for differential. This kind of investment tool is only offered by certain brokers, alright, and the broker I was just nice using was Saxo. So they offered me this margin trading tool, which allowed me to own a $800 stock like Tesla for only $7. Yeah, for only $7. However, I have to pay interest on top of it for each day I own the stock. It may sound kind of risky. It is, but investing is about managing risk. So of course, I didn't utilize 100% of the margin amount that they allowed me to trade with. I only used about 50 to 60% of the amount they allowed me to trade with and used that money to buy Tesla CFDs. So I managed to own the shares for really low prices for as low as $7. And that's $7 for about 5 shares. But of course, there's interest on top of it. This is my first time using the CFD tool to invest, and that is why I am only risking it for Tesla. But I think it's definitely a good trade-off. So from the graph, you can see that Tesla started at 852 in the beginning of the week. However, it dipped all the way to $816 by the end of the week. I never thought that Tesla would drop below $800. However, this is another opportunity I saw and I didn't want to miss out. So I recently found out about CFD trading and Tesla dropped below $800. Of course, I went to get some Tesla shares. Alright, next, let's look at another stock I own. In fact, it's an ETF by ARK Invest, ARKG, which is in the genomic space, the medical industry. I own a total of 6 shares at $61.60. And total gain so far is 81%. So let's take a look at it. It is up 2.8% this week, starting the week at $108 and ending the week at $112. ARKG has been one of my best performing stock pick, and it still has very high expectations for this year. So I'm quite excited for it. Next, let's take a look at ARKK, also from ARK Invest. It's an ETF in the innovation sector. So it's investing into really innovative companies that can disrupt their industries. I own 5 ARKK shares at an average price of $95.50, and total gain so far is 63%. It went up 4.7% this week, starting the week at $149 and ending the week at $156.50. Next, let's take a look at ticker symbol SE, right, which is for Sea Limited. It's a Singapore company that owns Shopee and Garena. I think you might know that. So I own 4 shares at an average price of $155. Total gain so far is 78%. About 2 weeks ago, it's one of my worst performing stock pick. However, it has started to pick up pace and it's growing so much right now. Let's take a look at it. So it went up 7.5% this week, right? Starting the week at $256 and ending the week at $276. Insane. This is how growth companies will perform. They may not perform very well in the beginning when you invest in them. However, when they pick up pace, they grow exponentially. Last but not least, it's Bitcoin. So I only own about 15 USD worth of Bitcoin. I do not own an entire coin. Alright, I bought it when it was $28,600. I only invested in it on the last day of 2020, which is the 31st of December. And since then, it has grown 64%. It went up 1.5% this week, starting the week at $46,400 and ending off the week at $47,200. Do note that cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin can be traded 24 hours, 7 days a week, so the prices here may not be accurate for sure. Tesla recently invested $1.5 billion into Bitcoin, and we foresee many other institutions taking the first step to do so as well. So Bitcoin is expecting to hit insane prices by the end of this year. I do not think it will crash anytime soon, like I hoped for the previous few weeks. It may have a pullback or correction, but I think that should be the time where I take action to start investing more into Bitcoin. I'm seriously considering it. I might move some money into that, but I would like to first get a hard wallet, which is a physical electronic wallet that looks like this. So you can actually store your Bitcoin offline. If you invest a lot into Bitcoin and you keep it online, hackers can actually hack your Bitcoin. So what a hard wallet does is to keep your Bitcoin safe offline, so no hackers can actually hack your Bitcoin. It's important for those of you who are considering to invest more than $10,000 into Bitcoin. If you're going to invest such a significant amount, it's a good idea that you spend roughly less than $100 to get yourself a hard wallet and store your Bitcoin safely. Alright, that's all the stocks that I own for my long-term portfolio. So there's a company that I've been thinking of investing into long-term, which is BNGO. The company name is Bio-Nano-Genomics. It's a company in the genomics sector, alright, medical industry, and it has been performing really well. If you have been following my trading series, you will know that I trade this stock, but I do not hold it long term. So you can see last week alone, I missed a 23.9%, 24% right up from last week just because I tried to time the market by trading it. I think it really has a lot room for growth. So I'm actually currently considering which stocks I should sell off and invest into this company long term. If I do sell off any stocks and invest long term into this, I'll update you guys in next week's video, or you can stay updated if you follow my Instagram or my TikTok videos. I'm still looking if I can post pictures on YouTube. You know those creators where they post a picture and have write-ups about it? I have not figured that out, so if I could, I'll update you guys there as well. Alright, so that's it for this week. I'm very excited to have invested another 15 shares into Tesla, and I would like to see where it can go. Long-term investing has been really good, And the only problem I have is not having enough money to invest. I really think that's all I have for this video. Do like this video if you have found it helpful. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. And subscribe if you're new here or not subscribed yet. I'm Cheng Yu and I talk about anything in regards to adulting. I know I haven't been doing adulting content on YouTube, but I do talk about it more on TikTok because it's quite easy to actually post content there. So do follow me there if you're not following me yet. I'm actually tight on time most of the time, thinking whether should I create more content or should I use the time to, learn more about investing, learn more about adulting stuff. So do not be too disappointed sometimes if I am not able to produce on time or produce enough content. I'm adulting myself. And adulting isn't so easy, especially when I am trying to take a more unusual path in my life. I hope you have a great week ahead. Happy Chinese New Year! I should have said that at the start of the video. And invest safe. Bye.